Hello, Brian, you can hear me, hopefully. Um, I'm Bobby, host of People Letting This. Welcome to today's edition. Well, later today, we'll check on the NFL draft. Who was picked top 10? You should know, but you'll figure it out. The biggest trades from the draft and day to day, some info. The rookies, the opening week, the grades for the teams. Opening weekend schedule has been released. The NHL playoffs continue. Washington out. Hurricanes are in the conference championship. Dallas Stars won last night, knocking out the Winnipeg Jets and moving on. And finally, the MLB. Who can come out on top? We'll figure that out next on the Letting Guess. We'll start out with the NFL draft top 10. We had the Tennessee Titans pick Cam Ward. Jacksonville traded up from number 5 to number 2 to pick Travis Hunter. New York Giants then selected Abdul Carter. New England, Will Campbell. Cleveland, now at 5 after they traded with Jacksonville, Mason Graham. Ashton Genty was drafted by Las Vegas, number 6. Then the Jets followed with Armand Membo. Panthers, Tataroa McMillan. In New Orleans, Kelvin Banks Jr. And finally Chicago, Colston Loveland. So look at those big trades. It was Jacksonville from 5 all the way up to 2. And they were able to pick Travis Hunter to a cornerback and wide receiver in Cleveland to pick Mason Graham. If we take a look at that draft, you can see Cam Wood, the 6'2", 219 quarterback out of Miami. He's a very good runner. He's been compared to Jordan Love. If you predict how he'll do, I predict he'll be very good in Tennessee. Hopefully bring them to the playoffs this year. We want to see them back in the playoffs. Travis Hunter, as I said, was traded for. He's a 6-foot cornerback, wide receiver. He's been compared to Odell Beckham. He wants to play both ways in pros, so maybe he will, maybe he won't. If he doesn't, he might not. Oh no. New York with Abdul Carter, the edge rusher from Penn State. He's an outstanding pass rusher, elite initial quickness. He can level the offensive line with his 250 pounds. He runs the loop, bends inside without losing his balance. The Giants don't really need a defensive end. That's their most. They need everything. It's really interesting to see them pick Abdul Carter. Will Campbell, Mason Graham, 6'4", 296 defensive tackle. He's been compared to Christian Wilkins, Las Vegas Raiders defensive tackle. In the regular season this year, he had 17 total tackles. 11 of them were solos. 6 of them he assisted on 2 sacks. And yeah, I'll have to speed this up. So we'll move on to the grades. One that stood out to me is people were saying Tennessee was a B-. Okay, quarterback, but the supporting cast, he's questionable. They don't really have anybody else to protect him. Marcus Washington for Philadelphia, they got a B plus. Good offensive weapons, but they still have defensive hole. Denver Broncos got a C from me. Because they lack offense supporting cast. And then Dallas. Tyler Booker reached on guard, but they need to improve pass protection fundamentals. Move on to opening weekend now. Cowboys head to the Eagles into Philly Thursday night. Opening weekend. An NFC East matchup. AFC West. Chiefs go to the Chargers Stadium. Well, no, actually, they go to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Buccaneers go to the Falcons Sunday. NFC South matchup, AFC North matchup next. Got the Bengals at the Browns, then Dolphins, Colts, Raiders, Saints, Raiders, Patriots, Cardinals, Saints, Jets, Steelers. NFC East matchup, Giants head to Landover, Maryland. Panthers at Jags, Titans at Broncos, NFC West matchup, 49ers at Seahawks. NFC North now, Lions at Packers, Texans at Rams, Ravens at Bills. NFC North, Vikings at Bears, Monday night primetime. Sunday night primetime, Bills and Ravens. Still gonna hurry this up, so we'll get into the NHL. I did have it, but now there was eliminated last night. That was the number one seed overall. Winnipeg Jets, Edmonton also won their series, so we know who will be playing in the Eastern Conference Championship, or the Western, the Stars and the Oilers. Stars will have the home ice advantage. And game one will be on May 21st, which is 3 days away. Yeah. And game 7, Maple Leafs, Panthers in Toronto. Maple Leafs need to advance here. Hurricanes, whoever wins that will play the Hurricanes to determine who goes to the Stanley Cup final. And then, obviously, the Capitals lose 3-1 or 4-1 to the Hurricanes. Alex Ovechkin's next year will be his final season, most likely, is that he hasn't announced that I know of. And after 2, it was 1-1. On the goal scored in the first, Jordan Staal and Anthony Beauvillier. But then in the fourth, late, with just 2 minutes 59 seconds to go, or 1 minute 59 actually, Andrei Svechnikov scores. Logan Thompson now, with just 27 seconds to go, Seth Jarvis on an empty net scores. And Washington, because they haven't been able to perform in the playoffs, except for their 2018 Stanley Cup Finals victory. And now we move on. MLB teams that are leading their division. Yankees, Detroit Tigers, in the Central Division of the American League West, Seattle Mariners, National League East, Mets, Central Cubs, West, the Dodgers, Washington Nationals, my favorite team, fourth in the National League East, Most recent transactions we've had. Um, Not that important. So now we move on just a 10-minute exercise. This only been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. Yeah, it has only been 10 minutes. But this is going to be because we don't have much time. The front runners: Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Jose Ramirez. Injuries: notable players out are returning, such as Fernando Tatis Jr. Fun ballpark moments or rivalries: Brewing, Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, Giants. Weekend series. This weekend we've got. Well, I guess today's the last day of the weekend. We were going to do this yesterday, but my friend made me push it back. Washington's in Baltimore today, and that's put a matchup. Thank you all for tuning. Nobody did actually, but I'll be back. I forgot to even click these because I was doing so fast. I had all these that I did right before the stream will be, but we'll see you next time on the Blood and Cast.